This is the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Gold heading back to Lawrence County.
Your home for the County of Champions.
Settles under it. The senior makes the catch. Perfection. Neshannock, again, are your Class 2A state champions.
Force out the third, and that will do it. Mohawk is your 3A softball champions.
Buzzer's going to sound. Union repeats as the Class 1A WPIAL champions.
The top local athletes and the top sports moments all featured here, live or archived at lcsportsnet.com.
Sideline getting by one defender, and he's going to go all the way by Harrison. Harrison on the ground finds Blundo. Blundo rolls it in, up and good for two.
Shallow right field, giving a run, and a sliding catch made.
Down to 6 on the play clock. Here's snap in the hole. The kick is up. The kick is long enough. It is good!
That's fly ball deep right field. Get out of here!
Hope running for his life. Throws it up for grab. There's a man open.
Touchdown.
No way!
Ripped away from him. Right back to Stanley from the seat of his pants, and he throws it off the window and in.
Featuring over 100 broadcasts of county events in over a dozen sports. Your voice for Lawrence County sports.
The gold ball headed home to Newcastle.
This is the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Coming to you live from Wilmington Greyhounds Stadium. It's District 10 soccer. Girls soccer here tonight on Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP. First game of a doubleheader here from Wilmington High School as the Lady Greyhounds take on the Fairview Lady Tigers. I'm James Dotson. Tim Continenza will be joining on the call here for game 2 for both of these schools. Fairview with a 1-0 record, after their opening game victory. Wilmington coming in at 0-1 after their defeat on Tuesday. A lot learned in the opening game, and great to be out here for the first week of the regular season. And again, we'll have both games here of our doubleheader as the Wilmington boys team will be taking on Neshannock in the nightcap. Kickoff just a few moments away. We're going to step aside, and we'll be back with the opening kick, starting lineups, and keys to the game here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Just like going to the doctor, our homes need a checkup too. If your home is not properly weatherized, you could be at risk for symptoms that cause unhealthy ailments and higher utility bills. The Weatherization Assistance Program is the key to reducing utility costs and increasing comfort in your home. Services include an in-home energy audit to inspect your furnace and hot water tank, check for air sealing around windows and doors, and ensure adequate insulation and ventilation. Learn more at lcap.org or call the Department of Healthy Homes to get your checkup today.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in Neshannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Today's broadcast at lcsportsnet.com brought to you by Maley Chiropractic, by MVP Insurance, the Newcastle Transit Authority, by Penn Ohio Bottled Water, by the Red Zone, by Medora Bonner Law, by Gem Builders Incorporated and Creative Edge, by Pontus Insurance, by Works in Progress Paint Services, by Joseph's Marketplace, by the City Rescue Mission, by the Tri-County Principals Association, and by the Lawrence County Community Action Partnership. Getting ready to get underway, Wilmington heading out onto the field in their home blues with a nice big thank you, big gold numerals under Coach Ben Bailey. They'll be going right to left with Catherine Spoor wearing the pink there in goal. Fairview in the road whites with the red numbers. Aaron Pizzo, the head coach for the Fairview Tigers. Keys of the game? Well, just talking real quick with Coach Bailey of Wilmington. He said his big key was just, consistency and positioning. A couple of positioning errors led to a couple of goals allowed. And the other key for Wilmington, strike early. They did score 4 goals, but all coming in the second half in that first game for the Greyhounds. Want to get things underway a little bit more quickly, and they will get possession first. And just like that, Fairview will take it back away. Let's take a look at today's starting lineups. Up front for Wilmington area, Emma Mershimer as well as Giada Toscano, freshman there at the forward position today, though it will all mix and match throughout the course of the game, according to the coaching staff. In the midfield, Carly Hogg, the leading scorer coming back from last year, Gabriella Lawrence, as well as Ava Scarnati and Isabella Melnick. And on the defensive line, Michaela Fink in there with Addison Wilson, as well as Brooke Presner and Genevieve Glavich. In goal, Catherine Spohr, the sophomore, one of the 6 players from the Shannock in this brand new co-op between the Lancers and the Greyhounds. Good to see the co-op set up there between the two schools to keep these programs alive. Nice cross in there towards the far side of the box, bounces over the head of Lawrence. Retreating back for it is Fairview, and now cleared back out of danger. The starting lineup for Coach Pizzo's Fairview Tigers: Lena Scobel, Juliana Agnello, Maddie Brosig, Grace Ganuso, Delaney Volusius, Brea Sorensen, Sarah Sanders, as well as Sophie Fritz, Sarah Michaels, and Meredith Rooney. In goal, number 00 is Taylor Ginkle, the junior goalkeeper. Good centering pass there to get it to Mershimer. Goes through her legs, though, unable to get a good first touch on it. Fairview gets possession. Hogg even get a foot on it, but it will go out of play for a Fairview throw. 40-minute clock, running clock for the most part. It's not like a professional soccer match where it's a complete running clock no matter what. We will have stoppages of the clock for goals, for injuries, and for a already planned hydration break. And that is a great thing to hear, a hydration break, because, well, let's face it, it's 90 degrees on a hot turf out here today. Grace Ganuso looking to center it. Good find from Maddie Brosig. She waits, she turns. Good block on that long-distance shot put on by Addison Wilson. Only 2 seniors on this Wilmington roster here today. 4 seniors on the other side for Fairview. Try to get our crowd mic here, but a lot of bodies right underneath us with the shade, and I can't say I blame them. So apologize for picking up some voices there as this long effort right into the hands of Sarah Michaels. Easy stop. Or from Sarah Michaels, Easy stop there for Catherine Spohr. She'll boot it out towards midfield. We enter the 4th minute of play. This one's going to bounce out of play. It'll be a throw-in taken there by Sanders. Both teams running a 4-4-2. At least that was the plan. Trying on the through ball, well read by the junior Sanders, playing the right outside back. Good switch of the play from the midfield by Agnello. Working it forward, looking at there is Grace Ganuso. Ganuso trying to get a step on the defender. Good job by Wilson just to boot it out of danger. It will be a Fairview throw in the attacking third. Official will have them move up slightly. Return pass, centering pass, stepping through the middle, dangerous balls. It's going to go all the way through the 18-yard box before finally just cleared out of danger by Wilmington. Good job by Brooke Presner, at least to recover. And now a chance for a long throw maybe on this side for Addie Wilson. 5 minutes into today's game. Good defensive clearance, but only as far as Delaney Volusius, but she's going to give up a free kick for Wilmington. Bounced up and got her on the arm, so the handball will allow Wilmington to work their way up the field. Chested down there by Mershimer. Fights through a couple of Fairview defenders, gets around a third, but a little bit too heavy on that touch. Good sliding effort by Sanders. I'd say a better job by Mershimer to get around her, but unable to maintain possession. Stolen away there by Melnick in the middle. Good one-on-one battle between her and Sorensen. Battle won by Fairview, and they'll look to recontrol with Agnello. Sophomore Grace Ganuso, good job to get around the defender there. Ganuso cuts to the inside. She'll put a right-footed shot just wide of the post. Good individual effort there from Grace, but just a little bit off the mark. They'll go for a goal kick. Just over 5 minutes into this non-region game. Tune up before region play begins here in District 10. Good read there from Sarah Michaels. Stealing away, getting possession back for the Tigers. Sorensen looking forward, poked away there. I believe that was Glavich who stepped in front. Back up towards midfield. Toscano tries to go over the top, looking for Mershimer. Good fight back by Sanders, and she'll get a foot on it and clear it over to her defensive mate. So no official shots on goal in the first six minutes of play as we bring Tim Continenza in. But Tim, just in general, we have two teams just looking to get into the swing of things here in non-region play before the big games begin here in another week.
Yeah, it's just a combination of getting good competition and obviously trying to execute and see if you can get some breakaways here.
And that was the issue for Wilmington in their opening game, as we mentioned in our abbreviated Axe pregame show, that they had a couple positioning errors leading to breakaways that led to 3 goals. Dangerous play there, and just kicking it out of danger was Catherine Spohr. Wasn't sure if she could handle it with the hands. Ended up getting a shot on goal from Sarah Michaels, first official shot of the game, but Spohr able to make up for it and get the stop. And that one should have been, she could have played with the hands. It wasn't an intentional pass back, but she decided to play it safe and ended up getting the first big opportunity on the board for either team. How about this? A chance coming right back and a shot and in the back of the net. Second chance for Giada Toscano, the freshman. In the book first in the 7th minute. Didn't give up, got the turnover, and got the goal, Tim.
That's exactly what happened there. She just had the ball bounce right back to her. She's seen it, made a quick turnaround, and with the right foot just put it into the corner.
So Fairview gets the first shot on goal, but it's the first goal of the game for the Wilmington Greyhounds. Give a shout out as our abbreviated pregame sponsor. Axe of Lawrence County, your door-to-door transportation system. They're here to get you there, whether it's trips around the county or into neighboring counties. Axe will take passengers to work, to play, to medical appointments, just about any reason they want to travel. Visit lccap.org and see where Axe is taking you.
Another good midfield defense there, trying to cut some things off.
I've been impressed with the midfield play on both sides of the ball. As soon as I say that, a good defensive play coming up there. Now Carly Hogg trying to work her way up, the leading scorer from last year's, or from the returning, I should say, from last year's team, playing in the midfield. Nifty move there from Sophie Fritz. Gets it to the far side. Good centering pass. A lot of space here in the middle. Early going for Fairview. Waiting for pass on the far side, but in an offside position. So trying to do it all alone right there is Ganuso. Her shot blocked. Brosig will take one from distance. It's going to go over the top and in.
Yeah, perfectly executed there from the from right out front. She just really got her right foot into it, just kicked it and got it right over the tips of the goalie and went right into the net.
Yeah, didn't need a lot of room, but 25 yards out. Just 2 minutes later, a good job to get the equalizer in the 9th minute. So Toscano first, Brosig answers. We're even at 1. There were 11 goals in the Wilmington's first game of the year. That's a big answer from Fairview.
That's exactly what they needed. Just to get the equalizer, put a little pressure back on Wilmington, and see how they handle it.
Good kick over the top from Glavich. It's going to go out of play, though. In possession, Sarah Sanders to throw it in. We called her name a few times already here from her right back spot. She'll get the return pass. Good possession here. Volusius working it forward under control. Fritz. Good possession here for the Tigers. And that's, I think, a lot of issues, especially in, youth soccer is not just, kick and chase. You possess it for a while first, and now because of that, then you can go over the top and you get a throw in the attacking third, right?
I was just going to say that. What you want to do is you want to pass it around, get into the corners, kind of use that triangle look, and then when you see a cutter or someone who breaks open, you want to feed them, and that's what happened. Here's the throw in. And good defense there. Going to put it back out of play, and they'll throw it back in.
Yeah, possession has been probably 60-40 at least for Fairview so far, but 2 shots on goal for Fairview, just the 1 for Wilmington. But it was Wilmington who got their own breakaway chance after giving up a bunch in their first match. 1-1, 10 minutes in.
That's a nice crossing, yeah.
And that was what Coach Bailey talked about, was sometimes the positioning wasn't quite there, led to breakaways, and I think on that one, a good cut by Brosig trying to get in front of the defender. Just quick play by Catherine Spohr, able to get the save, and Wilmington's going to earn the free kick. And it looks like they're going to try to take it pretty quickly here, Tim, too.
Yeah, keep the pressure on. It's not a bad idea, and try to advance.
Issue is try to keep the pressure on, didn't have the numbers forward. No. Good job by Fairview to get back.
That's exactly it. And now here, just a matter of just kind of playing a little dynamic here and one-on-ones. Here's the next shot.
Yeah, long shot. Toscano, who's got the first goal. Good move to get to space, but up to the challenge. First save of the game for Taylor Ginkle. Good centering pass. Great leg up to stop it there in the middle. Beautiful play defensively. I believe that was, again, Volusius making the stop. I'm trying to work it back up, but Fink unable to get a good boot on it. Throw in coming for Fairview here in a 12th minute of play. Again, we'll have game 2 here in our doubleheader tonight. Boys will play under the lights. Wilmington against Neshannock. Again, that's non-region play. That's actually out-of-district play. WPIAL versus District 10. Multitude of subs coming in here for Fairview. Actually, looks like they are literally clearing their bench. So Ella Pizzo, Riley Yoakum, Susie Veris, Casey Bola, and Rachel Licardi all checking in.
Kind of like a line change.
At first substitution, brought to you by Pontius Insurance. Call Agent Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, or Tracy Giddings and get started today. Request a quote for auto, home, business, or life insurance. Our first soccer broadcast of the year. We were able to cover the Greyhounds boys team in the District 10 championship game last year, fortunately falling short to Seneca in that final. Hoping to get a good number of soccer games here on the pitch here this fall.
Good defense there, just kidding, in the middle and clearing it, and now have an opportunity down the far sideline.
Trying to recover, good fight through on the far side. That's Canuso again. Inside the box, looking to cross and waiting for it. Good job to smother it by Catherine Spohr. But that, you're right, all began with the play from Volusius there from her center back position.
Yeah, and that's the key, is be able to cut that off and feed it out. And then obviously work it up and look for outlets that develop as you move downfield.
Beautiful play there by Ava Scarnati, just playing the face and working it back to her defender, who's now making a great run on the far sideline. No one picking her up. Looking for some help, maybe waited a second too long. Good recovery, and still working it forward. Now finally Fairview able to recover, but it's a great run out of her right back spot. But now that's where Fairview looks to attack in that gap. Lawrence hustling back, centering pass, working their way through, and it's going to go all the way through for a goal kick as we remain tied at 1, about 14 minutes into this evening's match. talking with Coach Bailey before the game, Tim, and said, man, the weather is going to be hot there on the turf. And he said, you know what? We're fine. It was hotter yesterday.
It was. He's right about that. But you know, and that's just about a conditioning, and that's these young ladies have been through it all and have done it. So it's just a matter now executing when the opportunity arrives for competition.
Trying to bring it down was Mershimer, unable to corral it. And then something else that Coach Bailey talked about when we talked in the pregame, Tim, was that, first game they played on Tuesday, that was also the first day of school. He's never seen kids falling asleep on the bus ride to a game during the week.
Right.
On a Saturday morning, okay, sure. But, first day of school.
Yeah, it's a lot of activity at one day. A lot of new things going on all at one time. It's unfortunate it had to be scheduled that way. High school sports.
Job by Hogshead and working forward on possession. They put some numbers fighting good. Sanders and shielding off. It's Wilmington attacking well. Winning possession. Jim probably on. Really just playing quarterback and center back.
Someone who can take control in those situations. Got to correct everyone. She's doing a great job at that. Playing her position well, covering the field, going left and right, really wherever is necessary. And as though now we got to race to the corner here.
Toscano trying to track it down before it goes out of bounds.
She does.
Good centering look, getting it back to Mershimer. And again, right on cue, Volusius steps in front. Sophomore playing with the headiness of a senior. Just nice, calm, cool, and collected, and getting out of danger.
That's the good thing here. You don't want to rush yourself downfield. I mean, obviously you want to get an opening like this if you can get it. Unfortunately, it's just a little far in front. But in the same vein, you want to be under control and work your way upfield and then take advantage of numbers and situations that develops.
Kyler Schuler checking in for the first time. Looks like you're also going to have Riley Royer check in, but we're going to have our first hydration break. They said they would have hydration breaks, one in each half around the midway point, and they have started the first one. This hydration break brought to you by Penn Ohio Bottled Water. Call Penn Ohio Bottled Water for delivery of your 3 or 5 gallon water cooler systems, or you can get cases of bottles delivered straight to your home or work. A 7th-minute goal from Giada Toscano. Just a minute later, Maddie Brosig answering the call. 1-1 your score here between Wilmington and Fairview. We have a shout out to our friends at Medore Bonner Law. Give them a call. Flexible appointment hours, Medore Bonner Law. They have a team of experienced lawyers and staff always ready to help at MedoreBonnerLaw.com. Tim, while we have a second, let's remind everybody where we will be coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, can't wait. I get to see Union open up their season at home against Neshannock. Neshannock with an impressive Week 0 win. Still can't get over that terminology, but it was what it is. It was an impressive win against Mohawk in a game that they played in Neshannock, and they were trailing back and forth. It was kind of a seesaw battle back and forth, and in the third quarter, able to make a couple of big plays and take control of that ball game. So it'll be interesting to see how the defense reacts now that they had a game under their belt, and how the offense continues to try to improve. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what Union can do for their first time out this year.
Hosting Laurel tomorrow night as well. By the way, the Greyhounds, they're going to your neck of the woods, Tim.
Yeah, they're going over to Hubbard, Ohio. They're going to take on the Eagles. The Eagles are a traditional football team in the Northeast Ohio. Big offensive line. They'll run the ball. They'll throw a little bit, not a lot, but they will mix it up. But they are primarily a ground and pound type offense in the past.
They definitely have a good dual threat quarterback that you're going to be hearing his name a bunch tomorrow night as well.
One of the best in Northeast Ohio from what I've read early on in the season.
So good luck to Coach Philly. And he's got his 50th career win, by the way, in their opening week, quote-unquote Week 0 game. Back to the action here. A good step by Addison Wilson, the Wilmington center back, now looking to start the break forward on the far sideline. Royer doing battle on the far side. I believe that's Fritz over there winning that battle. Now right in the middle with Toscano looking for her partner up front, Mershimer. She'll give chase. Going to contest, and she's at least going to make it difficult there for Rooney. Rooney clears it, but only as far as Hogg. Carly Hogg, long shot. It's worth 3 points if she does it tomorrow night. I even love, it's good, says Mershimer. Or actually, yeah, that was Mershimer up front. Given the field goal is good, but it's just a goal kick here today.
Now these goal kicks are kind of important in a sense is to figure out how you want to get it out and really try to take control of it. Defensively, you're looking to use the header to keep it going into your end of the field. We'll see how this one bounces away, but right to the defense, and here's that pinball action that we so often see.
That's going to be a handball. Is just kind of unfortunate for Ella Pizzo. Self-defense.
Yeah, that's just wrong place, wrong time there. Not intentional at all.
Fairview back in possession as we hit the midway point, or getting close to the midway point here in the first half. Coming back to the ball. Good job, Toscano. Looks over the top. Nice through ball from Mershimer. Giving chase. She'll track it down. A good recovery coming over yet again by Volusius.
And they'll throw it in down there.
We'll have another substitute coming in. Looks like that's going to be Maddie Brosig coming back. Throw in. Control there. Pizzo. Good job to work it towards the middle of the pitch for Sorensen. One of the 4 seniors. That's going to be cleared off of her, and a good call. This should be a Wilmington throw-in.
Yeah, just kind of creamed off right at the sidelines.
Brooke Bresner's going to come up for the throw.
Looks like she may be throwing towards the middle of the field here. She's going to wind up and do it.
Oh, she's even going to try for the cartwheel.
Nice header to get it going.
Got it to the middle. Good job there. Good fight, Toscano. Goes far side. Working forward there is Riley Royer. Can't get a shot off. Good closing defense by Fairview to stop the threat momentarily.
Here comes again. Nice kick.
Another shot from Toscano from distance, but it's going to be off the mark for another goal kick.
I don't mind that shot at all because once you get it out and open, you may catch somebody off guard, and in a process, you can get it into the corner of the net. Nice opportunity to take that shot. So here's a goal kick going the opposite way. And again, it'll go to the middle of the pitch. Fairfield trying to control here. It looks like they have.
Going to the center and stopped there momentarily by Melnick. Allen's back in control. The freshman Toscano working forward. Lucius gets it back out of danger. So far in the first 20 minutes of play, pretty even up and down. Fairview definitely had control in the offensive third more often in the first probably 10 minutes, but especially since this hydration break, it's been more in control for the Hounds.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably has a lot to do with it. You get a small, physical break in with this heat, and you get rehydrated. Give yourself some opportunities. Obviously, substitution's big, but here comes the break going the other way.
Melnick over to Toscano. Gets it back to Melnick, looking for a runner, and he's going to get shoved off the ball nicely by Vola. Now Fairview will look to counter, and good job by coming back by Riley Royer just to get a foot on it and disrupt the progress. 1-1, 7th minute goal from Toscano, 8th minute goal from Brosig to respond. Here in non-reaching play.
Good push down the far side.
Steps towards the middle, Toscano, then a little bit too heavy on the touch. It's so tough in high school soccer, especially, Tim. They're making some great moves to get open, but it's that final move, that final shot. It's always the difficult one.
Yeah, it's about having just enough step and the ball delivered in the right spot for the right time. Really difficult because, let's face it, I mean, these are professionals out there, but they're good players.
Yeah.
They make great plays. They just, it's credit out there. It's 11 on 11.
Freshman Cece Barris using some nifty footwork to gain herself some space. Now Brosig, she's the goal scorer.
Kick out front. This is going to be a race for the ball here.
Brosig already got one, and she's got the goalie out of the net. And a great diving, sprawling effort. Catherine Spohr. Check that out on your LCAP instant replay. That was a beautiful sprawling effort, kind of in no man's land, Tim, but stayed in, kept her feet underneath her, made the diving effort, stuck like glue.
Yeah, she went right to the corner and just took it on one-on-one and went right for the ball. Got to give her a lot of credit for that.
Early nomination for a play of the game. That was about Emma Mershimer looking at the speed down this left-hand side. Goes to center. One-on-one. Toscano doing battle. She's able to get canceled out, and now a little bit too heavy on the touch on the other end. Best offensive effort that we've seen combination play, I think, between Mershimer and Toscano on that one right there, Tim.
Yeah, you got to have that dual threat where you're working both sides, inside and out, and there it goes. Here's another long ball, but it looks like the Greyhounds will have control.
Presner decides just to get it out of danger, and it'll be a Fairview throw. See, intensity offensively for both squads starting to amp up here in these last couple of minutes.
That's what you want to see. Obviously, yeah, the intensity that, like I said, you're going to see a lot of those substitutions coming in and out because of the weather situation. But that is, obviously an advantage for both teams to take opportunities from.
Long throw going over the top. Good positioning. Getting inside is Brosig, but then shouldered off well by Presner. And it's going to go out for a goal kick. While we have a moment, we mentioned the games tomorrow. Wilmington at Hubbard. Laurel at Mohawk. Newcastle hosting. Oh, blank for a sec. Newcastle is hosting. Help me out there, Matt. Yes, thank you. Hopewell.
Hopewell, yes.
And Union hosting the Shannock. The Elwood City versus Shenango game has been canceled due to the tragic events of this week there at Shenango High School. And again, our thoughts and prayers go out to Coach Jimmy Graham and the entire Shenango Wildcats community.
There's all there.
Towards the center, not able to get a whole lot on it there for the Sarah Michaels. Usually we picked up there by Spore. But those games, that's our out-of-town scoreboard, the games that you'll see tomorrow night on the football field. Glad to be here on the pitch tonight. Let's get going your way. Newcastle Transit Authority out-of-town scoreboard. Nearly a steal and nearly a breakaway look for Toscano, but barely able to get it back. Agnello maintains possession. Schuler unable to get a good foot on it. Tough shot there. Now goalie out of the net. Brosig, does she see it in time? She does, but her shot is wide. Good job to close out there really by Glavich to make sure that there was a contested shot at least.
Yeah, Glavich did a nice job defensively pushing her wide. Didn't give her a good look at making that shot. In the process, the shot goes wide to the right.
Coming up at the half, we'll have our first half scoring recap, brought to you by Creative Edge Architecture. A couple of goals almost against the flow of play in the first 10 minutes. A lot more activity here so far, Tim, in the...
Yeah, it looks like they both kind of settled down and getting into what they want to do with the ball defensively and then try to smother some opportunities, and they've done that. Both teams have had some nice looks at the goal and just couldn't finish it.
Good centering look. Brosig tries to drop back off for Frisk, but off target. Now here comes Melnick looking to counter quickly, going up the top and hits Toscano right in the back.
Yeah.
Beautiful run. She hit her target. Unfortunately, the target was on the freshman's back. Sanders on the near side looking to restart the play. Brosig, little two-man game with Sarah Michaels. Wilmington able to regain control just like that as we're down to 15 minutes remaining here in this first half. Playing on the turf, too, that was another thing that said just a little bit different. They played on grass in the first game, and, you get used to it. You almost get the
truer bounce. You get just a different feel on the natural turf, or excuse me, on the turf field versus the natural field.
We get spoiled a little bit with the pure bounces. They said it wasn't bad bounces, but maybe just a bounce you're not used to.
Right.
You don't play on grass very often. In that opening game, defeat 7-4, by the way, the score of that game. Drop back pass, Melnick squares it over, looking for Scarnati. Back to the near side here for Hogg. Bounces up over her, and right on cue, it's the turf monster that gives the extra bounce and it goes over the top and out of play.
you're not going to get the slowdown on the ball on this type of turf. It's just going to continue to roll up the speed of it's at. But it's that way for both teams, and it's not a big deal.
Right through ball. There was a great look. They were trying to find Grosig on the run again, but the long legs of Glavich able to stymie what would have been a great opportunity for Fairview. It would have been just her and the goalie yet again.
Good push out on the right side.
Riley Royer able to work it forward. Toscano, nifty touch to try to get around the defender. Good help defense again, this time by Agnello. Stays in play on the far side. Agnello, good job playing a little two-man game. Toscano will get into it, and actually that will go out over the touchline. It will be a goal kick. Greta Schellenberger in there for the first time. You also see Michaela Fink returning to the lineup for the Hounds. Hogg, Schuler, and Mershimer getting a rest. Free substitutions, which I like in high school soccer. Not like the college game where you have limited.
Yeah,
I think it's one re-entry depending on which level, D1, 2, 3, or NAIA.
No, you need it at this level. You need to be able to keep everything healthy. You got to keep it in waves and have opportunity to be on the pitch. I think that's really the key here for most teams is be able to use the entire bench, be able to bring in players in different situations.
Wilmington will get a throw in front of their own bench. Ben Bailey, Tim Schellenberger, big shout out to them. Big thanks to them for getting us some fun information and talking points before today's contest. He said it's been a lot of fun to incorporate with this new co-op system too, and I think that's a big part of it, Tim. 6 Neshannock players on this team. I mean, otherwise you barely would have a bench for this Greyhounds team.
That's the key. You got to have a full team. It's so difficult to play any game when you just don't have a lot of numbers. Especially a game that you need 11 on a field like football. This type of football, you need the same thing, and you need a bench of 4 to 6 probably just to be able to get them in and out.
How about this over the top look for it? Maddie Fink in a foot race, but getting there first is Sanders. Good job to shield off Fink for a while. Still going with it. We're going to have a sliding effort.
Yeah, she went for the tackle there.
Did we get a whistle?
Where's the whistle?
They gave a whistle, but just outside the box. That's going to be a free kick from a dangerous area.
Interesting.
Gabrielle Lawrence is going to take it quickly, going for the far post, and it's headed into the net.
What a nice design there. She led her perfectly over the middle, and she just leaned right into it. Was that Swanson?
No, it was Toscano.
Toscano
gets her second here in the 30th minute on a beautiful free kick. They took it quickly. I thought it was going to be just a shot on goal towards the far post, but heading it right back where it came from is Toscano.
Yeah, Toscano did a nice job there, using her leverage and getting it right in, just guiding it with the header for the score.
Two to 1. Wilmington retakes the lead. Fairview responded just a minute later with Grosig, and she's on the ball yet again. Into the box. She puts a shot on net. Waiting for it there is Spoor, making her second save.
Like Fairview, they get it out quickly and they try to put pressure on you. This one will go right back up towards the middle here on the pitch. Good pressure here by Fairview. Keeping it on that side of the pitch.
Out of play as we hit the 10-minute mark remaining. Got to take another look at that one. Toscano, beautiful header. Got a couple early nominations for your Maley Chiropractic Play of the Game. Visit Doctors Mitch Maley, Chris Ardrew, or Kelsey Bowser. They've been voted best of the best chiropractor in Lawrence County. Especially this time of the year, Tim. A little bit too much time on the bleacher. Oh, we have a moment. Let's take another look at that LCAP instant replay. Beautiful save on that last shot. Love seeing the angle the goalie. Sport took. Toscano got kind of tied up in her feet. Good defense and good play out there yet again by Volusius. Working the near side. How about that? Keeping it in bounds by Scorbell. And it earns a Fairview throw right here at midfield. The throw in. Ella Pizzo will check in. Yeah, the good old bleacher back this time of year, Tim. Always rears its ugly head.
Yes, it does. No way around it.
Throw in here down the near sideline. One-on-one battle right in front of the official, and was last touched by the white jerseys of Fairview. Hounds will bring it out as we're down under 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Carly Hogg will check back into her midfield position, give Melnick a break. I like what they've done too. You know, a couple minutes out, they'll catch your breath, come back in.
Yeah. No line changes. Basically what it is.
Another good
Nice
through ball.
coming out, getting to the ball there to let the goal. Taking control of it, not letting them really get any possession of it in the penalty area.
Tell you what, Spore has been impressive here in the early going. If I heard correctly, this is her first year playing organized soccer. I like what she's doing as, you know, attacking and not laying back too much.
Being aggressive.
Yeah.
A goalie that's aggressive is usually a good thing. Kind of takes control of the game and can direct traffic and really cut off corners.
Controlled aggression. Sometimes you can see him get a little bit too much, but
yeah, it's a combination of both. You're right.
But you know what? If she doesn't come out strongly like she did on Brosig at about the 20th minute, we could be looking at a couple more goals on the board already at this point for Fairview. She's been aggressive and under control while doing so. And she's going to go and fight through the middle here, but we're going to have an offsides call. First offsides of the game. Hounds hold their back line firm. We're at the end of the 18-yard box. Hounds looking for their first win of the year. Expecting some fun games and very competitive games expected in region play once that begins with opponents like Slippery Rock and Grove City. Coach Bailey and his staff looking forward to that as we'll smother another one. It'll be the third official save of the game. Out towards midfield. Scarnati able to nod it forward. Running with it is Hogg, looking over the top here on the near sideline. Sanders will watch it go harmlessly out of bounds for the throw-in. Big thanks to Michael Copper and everybody here at Wilmington getting us all set up. Athletic trainer Sue getting us here in the press box plenty early. Another good ball over the top, but just step off sides again was Brosig. Didn't quite time the run correctly on that one, Tim. And I'll tell you what, when you get young players who can understand the offsides rule well enough to be able to do that, that's what makes a dangerous player.
You've got to understand exactly what you're doing, what your positioning is. Don't be afraid to hold your ground and let them pass and get them that half step off, and the next thing you know, you're going to get the possession back. So it's huge. Prevent goals that way so often.
From knowing it as a defender and as an attacker.
Exactly.
I mean, we hear coaches talk about all the time about being a student of the game. That's just a...
And you know what, in this game, you really have to be. Got to understand what your responsibilities are, how to handle them, and recognize situations that you find yourself in. Goals on the sidelines, how to go be another throw in.
But that's perfect. I mean, even though Michaela Fink doesn't win the throw-in, that all started because she was right there on the offsides line, stayed onside, and able to get a throw-in, and now a handball is going to lead to another free kick in a dangerous location. Definitely trying to give a signal of where.
I think what we had is not 100% sure. But Fairview will throw it in.
Thank you, Rob Nattel. Inadvertent whistle was the call there. Maybe thought it was a handball. It wasn't. Just gave the throw right back to to Fairview. No harm, no foul. Just under 5 minutes remaining. Good step by Presner to try to get in front. Still works its way forward, coming with it.
Right side here.
Nuso trying to go 1-on-3. She almost does. And another job coming out. Big save yet again. Catherine Scores made a couple of huge ones, 1-on-1. Big time save as you look on the LCAP instant replay.
There's that aggression coming out and going for the ball and not giving up on it. Taking the angles away from the offense with when they're in the zone.
Tim, you kind of said it. You thought she was going to go wide, so did I, but she fought 3 defenders.
I know.
At Canusa.
So much easier from up high.
Yes.
You can see it developing. When you're on the ground, you're fighting for position and the ball. You might not always catch every angle. You might not have the perfect view that we have.
It's not like FIFA where you have you can see it all, and all you have to worry about is
and it's lighting up for you. Exactly. Here you go.
This is going to trickle all the way back to Spore, and she will take control of that one. Other broadcast we have coming up. Give a shout out to the 18 senior members of a Greyhound marching band. We'll have the Lawrence County Band Festival coming up on September the 18th. Tradition that we're proud to continue.
Yeah.
Center and pass there, trying to get it to Scobell. Flip over the top, and again, four-way out.
Wow.
And she dives back on top of it again, Tim.
Yeah, got behind her, but she never gave up on it. Went back towards the goal and just jumped on it. Really important to be able to smother that ball and keep it out of the control of Fairview.
Officials going to check, make sure Spore is okay, as there was a bit of a collision going for the ball. She's good. She boots it back out. Tell you what, Catherine Spore making her name there, even though you have a player with a freshman with 2 goals already in the game, Tim. Well, she's making her name for a potential MVP, insurance MVP of the game.
Question about it.
Under 2 to play. And a nightcap from Wilmington boys taking on Neshannock. That game's scheduled to start at 7 o'clock. That throw-in never made it inbound, so it's going to go over to Fairview. Top sky high. Fairview able to corral it.
Fairview's been keeping the pressure on the Greyhounds throughout this match here, but it has been the defense down low that has really cleared the ball just like that here and done a nice job forcing them back throughout this first half here, especially the last, I'd say, about 30 minutes of this first half.
Scano not playing like a freshman. She is all over the field. Using the speed, using the strength there to get possession, try to work it forward, but Royer anticipating the wrong direction and will go out for a Fairview throw. But definitely, especially in the maybe the last 10 minutes or so, especially, Tim, I would say Wilmington feels like they have the legs under them a little bit better. You have a lot of hands on hips and kind of walking around at times for the Tigers.
Yeah. Combination. I think just coming towards the end here of the half, plus just the humidity and the heat playing factors in this match.
Yeah, Hogg had great anticipation there to steal the pass away. Now steps in front of another one and gets possession back for the Greyhounds, though I think they're going to get a handball against Lawrence.
20 seconds.
Gabriel Lorenz, who had that beautiful free kick taken, getting the assist on Toscano's second goal.
The big kick here towards the end of the half.
Up over the top, and again, way out of her net, and that's going to lead to a goal with just 3 seconds remaining on the clock when that one went into the net. Tim, Fairview's going to tie it up.
There's that aggression late where maybe she should have hung back and more protected.
Fairview goal number 9.
You can't deny what Spores has done here in the first half. That aggression and coming out has been effective throughout this game. That was just perfect timing. She got the outlet and she was able to get the angle. The Spores came out and she was able to just go to the right and just knock it in.
They put the 2 seconds back on the clock, and that's how your first half will come to an end. Yeah, off the free kick, just up over the top for the goal. And yes, that was Grace Ganuso, wanted to confirm on that equalizer with just seconds remaining in the first half. Tied at 2 between Wilmington and Fairview. Halftime show when we return. It's the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Contractors, the Department of Healthy Homes needs you. From small to large residential projects, you can help families live safer and healthier with the quality work you do. It's rewarding in more ways than one. Call LCAP's Department of Healthy Homes today.
Hey, Mom, do you need a ride to the store today?
Oh, no thanks, hon. I got it covered. Mike's taking me.
Okay, well, you have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, right? I can take you to that.
No, I got it covered too. Mike's taking me.
Mike?
Yes, Mike's my ex driver. Picks me up right at my door and even helps carry my groceries. It's so convenient to schedule and ride with Axe. Wish I would have called him sooner.
Okay, Mom. Sounds like you got it covered.
I have an apple pie ready to eat. How about you help me with that?
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Since 1911, the City Rescue Mission has been serving our community by providing food for the hungry, shelter for the homeless, and hope for the lost. We continue to love all that come through our doors, extending mercy and providing grace just as God has done for each of us, serving with a compassionate heart and sharing the good news of the gospel and the hope we all have in Jesus Christ, just like we've done since 1911. We can't do this alone, and we continue to need your help.
At Medore Bonner Law, we're more than just attorneys. We're your community partners. With a combined experience that spans decades, attorneys Jason Medore, Michael Bonner, and Greg Rossitelli are your trusted advisors for all legal matters. From personal injury to estate planning, business law to family disputes, we are here to guide you through every step of the legal process. Our full-service, community-based approach ensures that you're not just a client, but a valued member of our family. Give us a call or visit us online at MedoreBonnerLaw.com for more information.
GEM building contractors and developers have a proven record of performance on any size project. They bring value, local craftsmanship, expert management to meet any challenge. From design construction, from inspection to budget estimation, GEM Builder has been building our community for 70 years.
From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to CityView Sportscast, part of the iMedia One network.
When it comes to protecting those you love, the businesses you've built, or the things you've earned, you need someone you can trust. Who better to protect your interests than a local insurance agent? Pontius Insurance is a team of local agents helping local residents in Lawrence County and surrounding areas, specializing in auto, home, business, and life insurance. Come see Dan Pontius, Jessica Dix, and Tracy Giddings, and the rest of the team at Pontius Insurance, and receive the personalized service you deserve.
Don't get left out to dry. Call the Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company for the fastest and most efficient bottled water delivery service in the area. Penn Ohio offers bottled water ranging from 16.9-ounce bottles to 5-gallon jugs, perfect for your next event or office water cooler system. Also, don't forget to ask about their custom labeling options. Visit PenOhioBottledWater.com for more information and to get a quote on their delivery services. Whether it's at home, In the office or on the sidelines, Penn Ohio has you covered.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Madure and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Zingleople or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
Thank you for calling Axe. Where can we take you today?
To work, to the store, to Grandma's house. Axe can get you there, but it's much more than a ride. It's a joyride.
I'm helping people. I'm getting them out of their house. I'm taking them to their doctors, to the grocery store.
They say I'm entertaining. Okay, we laugh, we joke, we sing, we tell stories.
They're like family to us.
Even if it's the same day, to schedule your joyride, call Axe today.
Halftime here from Wilmington High School, 2-2 your score between the Greyhounds and the Fairview Tigers. Tim Continenza alongside, I'm James Dodson. Let's give a shout out. Got a nice crew here today. Josh Toman, Matt Flannery, Rob Nattell, Leah Verdi. Lots of fun stuff. Again, doubleheader. Jay Moan will be coming and joining us as well for Game 2 as the Greyhounds boys team will take on Neshannock. Let's take a look at your first half scoring recap. So you has the edge with our Creative Edge scoring recap, where design and construction come together with experience from concept to creation. Call 724-652-1372 for more information. 2 goals apiece for the Tigers and the Greyhounds. Giada Toscano got it started with a 7th-minute goal, able to get a turnover and a one-on-one with the goalie. She buries it for the first goal of the game, 1-0 in favor of the Hounds. But just a minute later, Maddie Brosig puts one over the top from 25 yards out, making the score even at 1-1. Back and forth action, a couple of great saves on each side by Spoor and Ginkel, but Toscano getting the cross on the free kick from Gabriella Lawrence. Toscano heading it in to make it a 2-1 Wilmington score with 10 minutes remaining in that first half. But again, an answer with just 3 seconds remaining in the first half. Grace Canuso, a long free kick, takes the bounce. She gets the shot from the edge of the box and is able to sneak it by Catherine Spoor for the second goal of the game and ties it up at 2 here at the half. There's your first half scoring recap. 6 shots on goal for Fairview, just 3 shots on goal for the Greyhounds. Tim Continenza, I mean, the 2 goals, yeah, they occur both kind of as we were talking in the break, both because the goalkeeper was a little bit out of her net, but if she's not out of her net on 4 other occasions, there's probably 3 or 4 other goals that are put in the back of the net.
I mean, it's kind of like the old saying, if you're going to be aggressive, you'll live with it, and you'll take the scenarios that come about. And I thought that's exactly what happened. I mean, that's experience, too. This is a goalie who hasn't played a lot. Like, she just became a goalie just 3 weeks ago in training camp when they needed someone. I was talking to someone who said that she was the catcher in the softball team, and this is something new for her, and it's learning experience. I think that's what this is going to be. I mean, they're going to have a chance to really talk to her and teach her up and coach her ways as she goes. She has great instincts, though. That's the thing that I think is really impressive here for her, is that her instincts are right there. It's just a matter of now getting more experience. She's going to be able to recognize things as it comes by. Maybe if a scenario like that happens at the end of a half again, she'll react a little differently, and maybe, in a sense, make a save versus giving one up at an equalizer that late in the half.
Oh, and I'm talking about a pedigree to be behind as well, being the catcher for Neshannock, as she's one of the 6 Neshannock co-ops as well, as we get ready for our second half of play. Give a shout out to Neshannock coach Dustin Alt, just gave me a dissertation on his team. We'll have that for game number 2 here between the Greyhounds and the Lancers. Again, that game, you'll have to flip over on LC Sports Center if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook Live. Just flip over to the new host, to the new game, and it'll pop up about 5 minutes before game time. Big thanks, again, to all the coaches giving us some great insight on their teams here for today. about this? No corner kicks for either team in that.
Yeah, and
first
I was
half.
just going to mention that earlier. They just neither one really have been in that situation. So, but we did have a great free kick that ended up with a header for the Greyhounds going in for the goal. They actually gave the lead at 2-1 at the time for the Hounds, and they made a nice play there for the third goal of the game. And we've seen some nice set plays that when they have materialized, there just haven't been a lot of them.
Tim, we talked about the plays of the game, or excuse me, the keys of the game at the beginning of this one. Let's take a look at how teams are making progress with those keys to the game. Especially for Wilmington, it was staying in position. I think for the most part, they have done that here tonight, that their defense has been in position. The goalkeeper, again, maybe out a couple of times when she shouldn't be, but she's been aggressive to a good way throughout the course of this game as well. I've been really impressed, especially for Catherine Spore, just her third week as a goalkeeper. It's incredible.
It really has. Like I said, her instincts are very good. And I think it's just a matter of more coaching that she gets. And you're going to see her make more plays, even more than she has. But her instincts to go where the ball's at and to make the play on the ball has been fantastic. Even the one at the end of the half, the instincts were there. It's just understanding the situation a little bit better, and that's experience.
Yeah.
And that will be, obviously something they can coach up and talk about throughout this season when other opportunities presents themselves that are similar situations.
Fairview will get first possession to start the second half. Looks like we have not quite the starting lineup for both teams. Looks like Ella Pizzo in to begin the second half for Bria Sorensen for Fairview. On the other side for Wilmington, it looks like their initial 4-4-2 also remaining out there on the field. Addison Wilson doing battle here to start the second half for the Greyhounds, and will earn a throw. Actually, no, it did go off of her last. Want to give a shout out. Remember, coming up after the game, we will announce our MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Get in the game with MVP Insurance, where they coach clients at better prices, better coverage. Call MVP for the win. In a good battle here, Fairview has had an answer for each of the two Greyhound goals. They have the early possession here, working quickly into the attacking third. Throw-in goes to Brosig, working it back out. And now high centering attempt, but it's going to bounce harmlessly out of play for a goal kick.
And that's exactly what you got to do, is recognize what's going to happen. Let the ball go out of bounds, get the possession, do a kick, get the offense moving forward. See what possession you can come up with.
Yeah, we'll see if we do see any tactical changes from either one of these teams here tonight as well. Goal kick only gets as far as Ganuso. Her centering pass to Brosig. Good job to fight it off. I believe that was Presner getting the leg in there yet again. She's made a couple of nice defensive plays. Also in there was Glavich to help disrupt the play. Fairview again in possession with Fritz coming to the near sideline looking for Michaels. Another good centering effort, but they're waiting for it the whole way is Glavich, and now trying to turn with it and going the other way is Scarnati. Up to Toscano. She's got both Greyhound goals. She's also got the easiest shoes to spot out there on the field, the highlighter orange.
Does help from this vantage point, no question about it.
Has to do those ginormous numbers on the back of the...
Yes, yeah. As broadcasters, we've always enjoyed very clear and legible numbers.
Oh. I mean, you can just see with even just Fairview numbers, a little bit smaller. That's also the location, because
exactly.
That ponytail.
Yeah, you're not going to see the number.
Half the girls are number ponytail here today. Yeah. Good centering look for the sophomore Fritz, and she's going to squeak it high.
Yeah, Spore went down to her knee to get to it and just kind of went around, I think, just a fraction too soon and just got out of her reach. I think she got a paw on it, but couldn't get it into her grasp as it rolls into the goal.
Fairview goal, number 17, Sophie Fritz.
Yeah, not sure. I'll have to take another look at that. Not sure if it took a deflection on the way through. Just kind of looked like it bounced awkwardly.
I was thinking maybe she got a part of her hand on it, but not maybe the end of the glove type scenario.
Now Wilmington trailing for the first time today. Can they get an answer like Fairview did in the first half?
Some pressure here.
Good patient play there from midfield, working near side to Sarah Michaels.
Nice give. Right by.
Grace Canuso, who had the equalizer right at the end of the first half. She gets into the box, trying to split between a pair of Hounds defenders. Drops it back off. Left-footed shot is going to trickle in front. Good effort coming through. Well, it was Ella Pizzo, but she was a half step behind. Spoor got there first to corral it.
And there's that aggression that Spoor shows, coming all the way out to get that ball.
Good 30-yard boot as well. Wilmington trying to get possession back here in the middle third. Kind of like the game started in the first half. Fairview a little bit on the upper foot to begin. This time, though, they're able to punch a goal in. Take their first lead of the game. Nice leave off there from Grosig working on the far side. And a good drop. Something, again, I don't think you see enough of in the high school and youth game. Playing the face and finding a teammate even if you're moving away from your attacking goal.
Well, the situation is just something you got to kind of be taught and learn to look at those situations and recognize them.
Throw-in bouncing all the way back to the defender. Genevieve Glavich puts it off of a Fairview player and out of play. It's going to be a Greyhounds throw, and looks like Grosig may have taken the worst of that one.
Yeah, it looks like he's got it right in the rib cage here.
Alice throw immediately right back out of play, so Hogg will go and throw it in again.
Get a little organization in there. See if you can get a throw in and just to kind of a quick outlet and get, a couple passes going and see if you can spread the field a little bit. Possession.
Good hit from behind. Melnick getting just a foot on it. Now Lorenz trying to settle it down and start the play going in the other direction. Good read stepping in front there. Scobell stealing it away, losing possession just as quickly. Good job to get it to the middle, looking where there is Melnick. Melnick over the top. Now the Hounds with Corral again. Nice run looking down the far sideline. Hogg giving chase. Not going to be able to get to it. And Fairview will regather and build it up from the back. Good possession, good control here in the first 6 minutes here of the second half for the Tigers. Do so. Pinballs around, that's going to make it all the way back to Spoor. And I don't think she knew whether she was going to grab it or not.
Yeah, I think she was thinking about outletting it right away with her foot, but chose now to pick it up and slow it down. Probably the wiser decision.
Maybe also a little concern again. Learning the goaltender position that, it has to be an intentional direct pass back to you for you not to be able to handle it with the hands. How about Toscano showing the speed with the legs. Now hesitation. She crosses to the middle. Waiting for it there is Mershimer. She drops it back off. Left-footed shot is going to go wide from Melnick. Good effort. Yeah. Melnick, I think, wasn't quite sure whether to go right or left, and it just went off the side of her boot.
Yeah, Melnick just had an opportunity. I think it just had a backspin on that ball, and she couldn't quite get it solid, and it was rolled off to the left on her foot. Just went away.
See if the Hounds can build off of that effort, though, as this one's going to bounce up and hit the arm of Lorenz. And again, playing back, using your teammate.
Exactly.
Stepping up.
Everybody involved. Clear it out.
Ella Pizzo doing a good job here
There's
in the
a nice
midfield.
clearance in the midfield. Exactly.
Hogg works around one defender, but the help comes over. That's Agnello. Good fake and possession. Now going up the middle, looking for it was Sorensen, unable to corral it at first. Now Glavich having to hustle back and tries to clear it out of danger. Actually keeping it inbounds, or trying to keep it inbounds, was Fairview, but it already went over the touchline. It still will be a Tigers throw. Now we already saw a cartwheel throw in from the Greyhounds. Let's see if Fairview has a long throw specialist.
They'll just throw it in traditionally and get the bounce.
But that's what I mean. Look at the bounce.
Yeah,
It works
yeah.
like a throw, a long throw.
It does. You get it into open field like that, but smothered there by Spores.
So, I mean, I think right there, too, Tim, I mean, for Fairview, you see a ball bouncing like that, you got to be ready to pounce, and it just looked like everybody was standing still watching it.
I think they got confused what to do when the ball was free.
A little bit too aggressive at Sophie Fritz.
I like this quick action.
But ready and waiting for it was Pizzo again. She's controlling that midfield here in the second half for Fairview.
Just want to keep the play flowing best you can. Take advantage of numbers. Kind of set things up here, just pass it around.
Yeah, see if they can set Carly Hogg up a little bit. Now we're going to get a bump from behind this time. And we're going to get another foul against Fritz. And a bit of a talking to from the referee as well.
I like to see maybe try to get some kind of those triangle works. Get it, where you can pass the ball around and force the defense to come out and play a little bit, but you're moving the ball down and then you kind of free somebody open. You have an opportunity.
Long free kick defended well by Fairview. Now they look to break the other way. How about this? Almost a through ball pass, trying to get it to herself, but it's going to go a little bit too far. Showing off the wheels there in the middle there. I believe that was Agnello. Or excuse me, that's number 9, Ganuse. Lorenz, good shield of the defender, but bounces out of play. Substitute Meredith Rooney, starter re-entering the game here for Fairview. Rowan going back now to Wilmington. No official chassis toss here for the soccer matches, but do want to give a shout out for our newly started chassis scholarships that we're going to be giving out at the end of this year, Tim.
Yeah, it just goes back to a tradition that's gone back many years that Sashi and Limon has had, buying 50-50 tickets. Every 50-50 ticket lost, they threw it over their shoulders, which was every time they played.
I was going to say, that was every 50-50 ticket.
Yes, and it became a thing. And that one year I got a chance to work with Shashi and Moan. That was always one of the things that they talked about. Like did you play the 50-50? Yeah, okay.
Did you win? No, of course not.
No. When we officially get rid of this thing, we would do that every game. So it's great to have that back and then to remember a colleague that everybody has beloved over the years.
Whistle here, and haven't seen any signal. I think it's going to be a free kick for Wilmington from the looks of it, and it's going to be in a pretty dangerous situation, maybe about 35 yards out, Tim.
Yeah, see what type of set play they decide to run here.
Looks like Toscano's going to be the one to take it, try to lift it into the box. And she's going to try to put it on goal, but just misfired. 2 goals already, but that one may be a little bit out of her range for a goal kick. You want to talk about history, though. You talk about the Chaucy and Limon 50-50 history. 10 years ago today was my first broadcast.
Oh, yeah.
With Mark Shaw's
I'll be darned.
Football game down in Hookstown, Neshannock against Southside Beavers.
I think it was about 8 years ago. It was the year, maybe 8 or 9 years ago that I filled in for Mark after he had his illness. And that's when I met Mark in the leaf for the first time.
When it was about this hot, if not harder,
yes,
for that game at Newcastle.
Oh, yeah. There was, that was the following year. I think we opened the season with a doubleheader. Neshannock, I think, and Newcastle were playing.
That's right.
On a Saturday afternoon. We don't get that too often anymore, do we?
No, we
I'd
don't.
like to see that come back. That was a fun day.
Well, you know what? Up here in District 10, every team is forced at least one Saturday game because of the lack of officials. Which let's bring the Lee Moan tidbit of. Do you think you can do better? Go to PIAA.org, click on Become an Official, and take the test and find out.
Yeah.
Or you can come sign up for my class out at Union, or Wilmington, I believe, is getting that next year.
That's right.
We're
going to be getting some students involved in the next year or so.
Let me tell you how much fun it was today. I had 15 students all gathered around the board watching video from some of our broadcasts from Friday and saying, all right, tell me what you see on this play. Was this done correctly? Was it not? Why was it actually done correctly when you don't even realize it? It was today was the first full day of the class, and it was a lot of fun. Can't wait to see what more stuff we get to do with it throughout the year. Can't wait to see more of Emma Mershimer here. Is she again using her?
Look at this. Nice cut.
Little nutmeg, gets into the box, tries to get around the second defender, but unable to do so. Beautiful speed to start the play, and I think maybe a little frustration with herself. Thought she could have had a better look in the end. But again, it's just that last touch that's maybe lacking at times here for the Young Hounds team.
But that's what you need to do. You just got to get more possessions involved, and then the more you can get involved, the happier you'll get those situations. And it's just a matter of repetition, getting more and more. You'll be able to recognize what you need to do and where the outlet might be to get a better view at the kick. And it's just a combination of opportunities. It's early in the season. They're learning. This is a brand new group for the Hounds.
Here over the top, looking again for Toscano. She's got a brace, looking for the hat trick. Can she get it on net? She can, but it's just caught away. Beautiful play again.
Drinkle, right?
Yep.
Dinkle. Yeah, she did a great job. She took off that angle and she just punched it away. Didn't worry about making the catch, which is smart on her part. Just knock it away. And now we'll get our first corner kick of the game.
Our first red zone corner. Make sure you stop by the red zone for all of your sporting apparel needs. Toscano will bring it in. It'll be an out-swinging corner. Towards the edge of the 6-yard box. It goes through everybody, and it's going to be cleared right off the line. Still dangerously sitting in the 6-yard box, and finally cleared out of danger by Fairview.
Missed opportunity there, but here comes Fairview.
Now you got to
so
hustle
they
back.
Can clear it. Yeah, put some pressure on them, and here's the pressure.
Yeah, the
on
counter.
The far side.
The counter is on Tim. Sanders works it back towards the middle. Now she's got space.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
On side.
And a shot with the left foot, and again finds the back of the net. The counterattack after the corner kick, and it's going to be Ganuso getting her second of the game and doubling the Fairview advantage.
Yeah, that was just a numbers game there. Once they got
Fairview
out in space, it was just a matter of can you cover it, and they really had no answer for it. And it was just a perfect play. Just kind of slowed it down, got her foot on it, and put it in for the goal.
We're going to have another hydration break. Why don't we take a quick break here as well? We'll be back in a moment here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Joseph's Marketplace is Newcastle's favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. Fresh meats and produce, full-line deli, homemade foods, and much more. Joseph's Marketplace has hot foods prepared every day. They also have Newcastle favorites like grape leaves, hummus, and wedding soup available daily. Follow Joseph's Marketplace on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates or stop in to see what's cooking each day. Come hang out at the brand new cafe and bakery, full of great coffee, drinks, sandwiches, snacks, sweets, and free Wi-Fi. In a rush? Go to josephsnc.com and place your cafe order online. Joseph's Marketplace, family owned and operated since 1915.
I love what I do because coming in every day is different.
How can you not enjoy these kids coming up and hugging you and giving you these great smiles all throughout the day?
Seeing the progress that our kids make every single day is one of the reasons I love coming to school.
What should we do? We have fun.
LCAP Early Learning Centers is hiring. Help empower young minds in Lawrence County and become a superhero today. Apply at lcap.org.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, Help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Maley Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Maley Chiropractic keep you in the game.
Does your blueprint not match the vision of your building project? Not with Creative Edge Architecture. From concept to creation, Jeff Measle will help tackle the complex problems, creating design solutions and construction experience. Creative Edge gives you the edge design and construction meet.
From high school to the pros and everything in between, you're listening to City View Sportscast, part of the iMedia One network.
Tired of gasoline costs? Why drive? Let the Newcastle Transit Authority take you where you want to go. Serving the city of Newcastle and stops throughout Lawrence County, as well as weekday service to Pittsburgh. Public transportation just makes sense. Why drive when you can relax and ride? For more information or for route schedules, log on to newcastletransit.org. The Newcastle Transit Authority, going your way. And remember, senior citizens ride free.
Grace Canuso getting her second goal. Giada Toscano also with a brace for Wilmington, but it's the 2 goals in the second half here for the Tigers that give them the advantage. And that counterattack proved deadly after it looked like Wilmington had a great chance to equalize 10.
Yeah, and
Fairview went the other way.
that is one of the things. If you can get a clearing ball on that counter, man, it is then a race to the other end, and there was not enough back for Wilmington, and in the process, they were able to get that counter in, and it was really a terrific play in the process.
Well, with the hydration break, a good chance for Coach Bailey and company to maybe regroup, reorganize, and find out what they can do. By the way, again, that water break brought to you by Penn Ohio Bottled Water. Make sure you stay hydrated and stay up to date with everything going on with our Beyond the Scoreboard podcast, delivered by Penn Ohio Bottled Water every Wednesday. Now we're doing a live show every Wednesday as well.
Yeah. Look at this third straight throw in here. Make it a 4.
And trying to work it over the top. And
they keep working it down. And let's see if they go over top here, maybe. Try to get something towards the middle.
Yeah, good job to go to the middle. Fairview really just corralling and shadowing Toscano with both Greyhounds goals.
Clearing down on the right side. It's going to be a race, and it comes all the way out. How about that?
Yeah, smart play. Thought she might try to let it get into the box. Wasn't sure if it would make it there, so clearing it out of play. And I do believe we have a new goal. Yes. So that is Bree Jenkins, who is now in as the goalie. Throw in there, a little change up, but works all right. Fairview with possession, and that's been the difference, Tim. They have controlled possession. They've felt under control a lot more in this second half, and that's why they've got now the 2-goal advantage.
Good spacing here in the second half, early on. You can see that there. They're really making the Hounds travel to the ball quite a bit.
Good fight at the edge of the box with one by Brosig. Able to get it back again, and a good job to clear it out of danger there on the back line, I believe. Yeah, that was Glavich again.
Okay.
Wilson maybe got away with a handball. You could tell her frustration, but was not called, and now this one goes over the touchline for a goal kick. We approach the midway point of this second half. Greyhounds they have one shot on goal here in the second half.
There's plenty of time. There's over 20 minutes here to still play in half. Just got to really just kind of get back into Hounds with the ball here and just kind of get the ball rolling. Here we go, clearing down the right side of the pitch.
Right now, Toscano, though, 1-on-2, looking for some help, trying to go down the sideline, gets around the first defender. Varus giving chase. Now the centering look.
One-on-ones. There you get it there.
Yeah, and that's all you need. Beat one defender, get the cross in, just barely mistimed for Mershimer.
Oh, that's the type of effort you're looking for here. Now keep the pressure on, keep it on the offensive side, and that's a little hit in the arm.
Yeah, as Mershimer tried to sky up to chest it down. That's the only thing too that you see, Tim, and not as much use of the head, and I think just reluctance at the youth age to learn it.
To learn to use the header, yeah. And it's something you're going to be taught. I mean, it is something, like you said, you have to get used to, being able to rise up and use the head and use the right part of the front of the skull, to do it properly.
It's all about timing more than anything.
Yeah.
Trying to direct traffic. Nice through ball here. Giving chase will be Lawrence, but she'll actually back off. Toscano, again, will get around Varus here on the near side. Looked across, and Atsley's going to put a shot on net, and it's going to drift just wide. That's a good job by Ginkle, realizing it would go wide of the near post.
On, and that's exactly what the Hounds are doing there. They're putting the pressure on, taking an opportunity at the goal, and it's wide. It's a little, it was a tough angle, but you want to keep that pressure on. I think that is really key here going forward for them offensively. They got to keep the pressure on and make Fairview play defense and get back and possibly make a mistake and take advantage of it and get a good look.
Kyler Schuler will throw it in here from her right back position. The Hounds midway through the second half, trailing by 2. Last 3 goals have all been scored by the visiting Tigers. Step to knock it out of play. Quick throw going to be taken by Brea Sorensen. Again, only 2 seniors on this Greyhounds team as well, Presner and Royer. So a young squad. And honestly, I think part of it is going to be just trying to, get a little chemistry. Again, first year of the co-op with Neshannock. You have 6 Lancers coming over.
Yeah, that's exactly it. It's just getting used to each other, learning as you go on, and taking advantage of it. And that's what they are trying to achieve here tonight. And it's been a very competitive game. This match has been up and down and just opportunities. Fairview has found just a couple more times, but in the process, we've seen that the Hounds have make some plays and give themselves opportunity to put the ball in the net. It's just unfortunately right now, Fairview has just had a few more opportunities.
Yeah, finishing in the final third. That's, I think, where your difference is at the moment. 7 shots on goal versus just 4 for the Hounds. Another chance in the attacking third coming for the Fairview Tigers. Oh, that's enough. Apologize. It did go last off of Fairview. And out for a goal kick. We will be having our Athlete of the Month and our Team of the Month awards again here this year. Nothing for the month of August. That'll get kick-started in September. But let's give a quick shout-out to the June Team and Athlete of the Month that finished the year. Let's give a shout-out one more time to the Neshannock softball team. Addie Fry and Miley Anderson, the Athletes of the Month, with Neshannock as the Team of the Month. Good job to come and grab that one there by Jenkins. Good shield off by the Hounds defenders. But how about that? 74-75 now for Coach Jackie Lash and her Neshannock softball team.
Phenomenal. I mean, what they have achieved and what they will continue to achieve is just, it's been amazing. And, it was just fun to watch them this past softball season.
Softball season a long way away, but
yeah. However,
yeah, we're on broadcast. What is it? Broadcast number 3 officially.
Yes.
And that'll be broadcast, 140 or so.
Yeah, we got about 120 more before we get to that season. Well, that's all right.
Yeah, that's our goal. 150 is our goal here this year, and we actually hit it 2 years in a row, so we're going for 3 straight over the 150 mark. Right now, the Hounds just looking to get another one in the back of the net. Toscano with a couple of goals, the freshman. One in the 7th minute, one in the 30th minute.
Good field there.
Now trying to work on the far side. That's Carly Hogg, the top goal scorers from a year ago. She gets around a defender. Hounds have numbers if they can hurry. Centering, looking for Fink, but stepping right through is the other number 10, Volusius. Called her name a lot, playing well in that center back position, Tim.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, we have a perfect day to start the traditional football season here, as we'll call it. As today was also the draw for the Champions League.
Oh, wow.
And the new Champions League. 36 teams now involved.
What was it originally?
It was around 20, 24. They expanded to 36 and 8 pods now. It's
So 8 full pods.
Yeah.
So getting your
You're
traditional.
gonna get, and then they'll get into the knockout rounds. But it's going to be, I think, about 5 or 6 extra more matches than previously for whoever wins the champion league this year in Europe.
I'll tell you what, too. I mean, we're going to have an interesting time getting used to the new format when it comes to the World Cup because they're up to what, 64 teams?
Yeah, it's I'm not sure the exact number there, but
40, I think it's 48 because
48,
it's weird how they get it down to the 32 in the knockout phase.
Right.
Toscano able to split a pair of defenders, but guess who's there yet again? Volusius.
Defense here for Fairview has just been impressive. They've been able to cut off angles and get to the ball and then clear it.
That was our works in progress key to the game, positioning. Wilmington's been strong with it, but Fairview, especially in the second half, has been stronger.
Yeah, their positioning of the ball, and more than anything, I think their spacing has been really impressive here.
Nifty first touch there from Addie Wilson. She's got some space, looking to work
Look at
on
that
the near
nice
side.
pass. Yeah, gotta take it right to the hole here.
Toscano goes inside, gets inside the box, shouldered off the ball by Volusius, and she's going to be the last to touch it out of play.
That's a good play, though. It's putting pressure on. It's getting into the penalty box area and giving yourself an opportunity to make a shot on goal. And that, to me, was just a great opportunity. You want to see more pressure like that. I think the more pressure that you get, more opportunities. As even though down to about 15 minutes here in this half, it's just a matter of really keeping that pressure on Fairview. See if they can make a mistake.
Addie Brosig, who had the opening goal for Fairview, fights off the defender, tried to work it forward looking for Pizzo. Looked like it went off the back of her heel.
There's a good look. Getting it outside.
And again, finding some open space.
There you go.
Now Carly Hogg trying to work the sideline. Now punches it up the middle, just out of reach.
Again, a good look and a good opportunity. These are all things that I think are positives here if you're looking at it from Wilmington's point of view.
Plenty of time to survey the situation right now for Fairview.
Right now, pressure, I think, is key. They will try to win some of these one-on-one scenarios.
Volusius starting to give and go, now working it out wide, finding the open space. Schellenberger, who just checked in, defending, able to poke it away, but only as far as Fritz. Fritz with the long shot, and it's going to get punched away at the last second. Thought it might have gotten over the head of Jenkins.
It was going to go right over. She's got enough of a fingertips on it to knock it away. So a big save there for Wilmington.
Oh, you said Neshannock. You have Neshannock on the field.
Exactly.
You'll have both teams on the field against each other in the next one. But this is the first corner kick of the game now. Your red zone corner kick. Visit the red zone just up the road in Neshannock Township there on Route 18. In swinging corner, looking for the Olympic, and it's actually going to be centered right back in front, and you're going to be cleared out by Scarnati to give up another corner. But, man, that one floated right across the 6-yard box a couple of times.
Good defense by Scarnati just to get to that ball, clear it, and we'll get a second corner here for Fairview.
Another one going for that back post, and again, right in front, and Coach Aaron Pease on the sideline just puts her shoulders, or palms to the sky, like, where is it? It's perfectly put across the box there, Tim, but no one there to try to punch it away. Here's one punched hard in, but it's going to go wide left for a goal kick. Yeah, they did everything exactly right, Tim, with the you center it, then you cross it right back of face, and just no one there.
Nobody home. Yeah, exactly. But again, the more you do, the better off you're going to get, and that's just a matter of positioning, getting your inside. But you got to give the Hounds credit defense to prevent them getting where they needed to be to Do they make that shot on goal?
Down to 12 minutes remaining here. Fairview 2-goal lead. They've controlled a good chunk of the possession. Can Wilmington find that extra juice? Toscano has been a big part of it. She looks to center, but not on the same page there as Fink was trying to reposition.
She's kind of she's playing like the Batman role. She's involving someone to play with, coming downfield to give her an opportunity to create a little bit easier instead of having to try to split defenders every time.
Yeah, Mershimer has been that second forward they've done a good job with. She currently on the bench getting a quick breather probably for this last 10-minute stretch.
Look at this.
Toscano gets around one, but can't get around the second. Coming in, ball canceled out and won by Agnello.
Those one-on-ones are so important. Good defense there for the Tigers.
10 minutes remaining. While we have a moment, give a shout out to our friends at Joseph's Marketplace, Newcastle's favorite family-owned hometown grocery store and coffee shop. Daily specials at the new cafe and bakery. Follow on Facebook and find out what's cooking today. Might have to stop there on the way to our game tomorrow, Tim.
Not a bad idea.
Then again, maybe I won't go home. I'll just be going. I'll be going about 30 seconds up the road from the high school to the elementary school over there at Union.
Yeah. An exciting day. Football season opens for Union.
Yeah, that's right. It is week one, true week one for the Scotties as they play the two scrimmages. Nice return pass to Carly Hogg. Can she get something going on the far side? Works it towards the center, a little bit behind the intended target. Yeah. Fink just kind of got turned around as she awaited that pass.
It's just a little bit off so far here for Wilmington. They've had opportunities where they've moved the ball down, just a little too far out in front or a little behind the intent, and that has really been the difference here in the second half.
Getting things into that final third. They're able to get it down there. They just have not been able to get that quality shot off. Again, only 4 shots on goal. Two of them have typical decline. Now time becoming the enemy as well. Under 10 to play here from Greyhound Stadium. Again, game 2 of this girls-boys doubleheader. The Greyhounds will be taking on Neshannock in the nightcap. That game scheduled to start at 7. I have a feeling it'll be a little bit later than that with the extra water breaks here in game 1.
That's getting down.
Yeah, good sliding effort just to clear it out of danger.
Sure.
Now Meredith Rooney, the other number 27, checking back in for Fairview as Casey Bola will check out of the contest. Throw in, taken too early. And that's they're going to move her down a little bit closer. That's where Lena Scobell will throw it in. 9 minutes to play. Trying to get it right back to her, but she's unable to keep it in.
Standing outside and turn it over. This is where the Hounds need to just get something towards the middle of the field here. Try to get up the corridor in a sense and give themselves some space to go left or right. But they've been really pigeonholed on this on the right side of the pitch here.
A hard luck foul there from Riley Royer. Kind of lost her footing, ended up rolling up the back of a Fairview player. So here comes a Tigers free kick from Volusius.
Call it a trip game.
It'll bounce all the way through. Bree will take it there. Bree Jenkins, who came in this second half for the starter Catherine Spohr. Do the Hounds have one last push in them?
7:50 remaining. Yeah, they should be able to muster something here. Maybe they can get one back and put some excitement into the last few minutes of this game.
Ava Scarnati working it up forward. Good find for Fink. She turns. Fights off the defender in Agnello. But then her pass intercepted by Meredith Rooney working up the far sideline. I like that, though. Working the middle. They've been doing pretty well on the outside. You need the middle, right? Tim?
Exactly. They've done a great job defensively, really preventing Wilmington really to get there and be able to use the entire field.
Grace Canuso has a pair of goals. She's ready to check back in for Fairview at the next opportunity. Isabella Melnick works it towards the middle. Toscano coming back for it, fighting it off, and she's going to get possession back for the Hounds. Burns goes outside, working it there for Royer. Royer, a little two-person game, trying to work it up. It's going to be deflected out of bounds, and it will be a Hounds throw-in. Royer trying to go quickly. I think a little confusion on who that throw is going to go to. Toscano shielding off the defender, trying to get to the outside. Again, good defensive play to knock it out of bounds by Scobell. Illegal throw is going to turn the possession over to Fairview, though, and end the threat momentarily and allow Ganuso to check in. Time winding down. Again, coming up after the game, our Tri-County Principals post-game show. We'll announce our Melee Chiropractic play of the game, as well as our MVP of the game, brought to you by MVP Insurance. That throw-in went off the face, it looked like, of Pizzo. Substitute coming in, Gracie Shawley in for the Hounds. And that one right up the nose, they're going to have a substitution. Yeah, a little blood, so Cece Barris will check in for her as they tend to Ella Pizzo. That's over 5 minutes remaining here from Greyhound Stadium. Trying to get around is Toscano. Her centering look is going to get deflected through and just out of the reach. Michaela Fink on the back door, but she couldn't fight off the defender.
That was a great scoring opportunity. You got to really enjoy that there for the Hounds. They got to get a little bit more of that here in the next 5 minutes. Just under 5 minutes.
Even if they don't get the 2 goals to complete the comeback, Tim, opportunities have been there.
There have been. It's just a matter of just kind of closing the gaps, just like that one there. The play's there. It's just a matter of getting your teammates in the right area to make those plays. And again, it's early in the season. It's opportunities, and they're still learning about each other. Like you said, this team just came together 3 weeks ago, so it needs some time to kind of gel and find out who they are. With the combination of the co-op between Neshannock and Wilmington.
Schuler will throw it in, just under 4 minutes remaining. And we'll have a quick post-game show as we get ready for game number 2. Wilmington boys team will look for their first win of the year as they take on local rival Neshannock. And I say local rival, they're only 5 miles apart, yet in completely different districts, as crazy as that sounds, Tim.
Yeah. Geographic uniqueness of the PIAA. What can we say? It's just the way it is, and it has been for a long time now.
Unfortunately, as it may be.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, how nice it would be.
Oh, it would be wonderful if they were all together within the county. I totally agree. And they're all similar size. They're either single A or double A. And it makes such an ease scheduling. And then you have the kind of the backdoor rivalry 6 weeks a season, in all the sports.
And I mean, I get it too. I mean, we
have
to share Wilmington with Mercer County. They are partially in Mercer County as well. So they get to have the Mercer County rivalries instead of Lawrence County. But I mean, truth be told, I would love to have Mercer and Lawrence County all combined together.
That would be
absolutely glorious.
Yes, that would be.
It would mean I'd have to work with Bob Greenberg a little bit more often.
Yeah, well, there's give and takes to everything, but we could deal with Bob. You get Briggies, so
Oh yeah.
There's the give and take.
Oh, I'll take the professor any day of the week.
Exactly.
2 minutes remaining. Chasing back, Addison Wilson, unable to control it, and that's going to lead to a shot from the top. Good comeback to block it once from Wilson. Second effort goes wide. So Wilson misfired, or was not able to handle it right the first time, but she came back and altered the shot, Tim, and that's the recovery. That was huge.
Yeah, it really was. And, obviously, you got to make those plays. And it was a great recovery necessary there. Now, down to the last couple. What you want to see here is just a good push. I think more than anything, just have an opportunity to see what can happen. And puts that pressure on. But here's a cutoff here by Fairview.
Trickles all the way back into Bree Jenkins.
And kick it out. See if we can get some pressure going. See if we get a good bounce. Fortunately, that will roll out of the pitch.
I should say a very good bounce. Isn't a very strong bounce. Tim Continenza will be joined by Jay Moan for that second game coming up here momentarily. And give us a few minutes to resituate. Again, we'll have our quick post-game show before we get everything situated. We'll get down on the field and get all the information for Game 2 between the Lancers and Greyhounds boys teams. Under a minute to play. See if Greyhounds can get one final push, working it forward, looking there for Fink. Fink in a foot chase, 10-on-10, and Volusius, the visiting number 10. As Fairview just weathered the storm early, woke up from a long bus ride, Tim, and they controlled this second half.
They really did offensively. They played an excellent second half, really controlling with great space and really cutting off any opportunity for Wilmington here in the second half. But good effort for both teams, and something that I think you're going to see growth opportunities here for the Hounds and for the Tigers as this game winds down to the last few seconds.
8 shots on goal for Fairview, 4 for Wilmington. The ones on the board, though, the 2 second-half goals from Fritz and Ganuso. It's a 4-2 Fairview victory over Wilmington here in non-region play. We'll step aside, Tri-County Principal's post-game show, and some post-game awards coming when we return on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
When the high school season heats up, make sure you have the best gear to support your school. Head to the Red Zone on Wilmington Road in the Shannock for all your county sporting apparel needs. From sporting goods to custom apparel to embroidery and more, the Red Zone has it all. Quality gear for all 8 schools in the County of Champions. Stop by and enter the Red Zone or visit them online at theredzonesports.com. Score big at the Red Zone.
Works in Progress Painting wishes a successful and satisfying season to all the Lawrence County sports teams and athletes. Work hard and bring honor to your team, school, and family in how you play. Joe Wright and his family have been providing painting, window cleaning, and other property services for business and homeowners in the Lawrence County area for over 10 years. Their goal on every project is to provide a meaningful service that honors their customer, God, and their family, and to have fun while doing it. Works in Progress is now booking interior painting projects for both residential and commercial projects. Call Joe today at 724-714-4294 to discuss your next project.
For the most complete recap of Friday night's high school football action, tune in on your way home from the game to the WPIAL Scoreboard Show, only here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Hi, this is Don Rebel. Join me in a cast of thousands for all the scores with recaps from the top games. Plus, we highlight the night on the Trib Live Roundtable. That's the WPIAL Scoreboard Show after the game on Friday nights on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and at tribhssn.triblive.com.
When it comes to shopping for insurance, there are thousands of options out there. MVP Insurance proactively shops and compares your policies to find the best coverage and rate. Josh Mathur and David Verratti want to provide you with the level of personalized service that you know that you are the MVP of their agency. They simplify insurance so you can live stress-free. Visit one of the locations in Xenia Leopold or in New Springfield, Ohio. Call MVP for the win. Proud sponsor of the MVP of the game on the Lawrence County SportsNet.
For 20 years, Melee Chiropractic has treated athletes of all ages to help them get safely back to the top of their game. Melee Chiropractic has 3 full-time doctors in their office, and all 3 are former area athletes who have had to battle injuries throughout their careers. They want to help you get safely back on your feet. But more importantly, help stop the injuries before they happen. Prehab before you rehab. Attention all high school student athletes. During your sports season, a $30 visit to the Melee Chiropractic office includes an adjustment and/or all therapy is necessary. From the athletes of tomorrow to the weekend warriors and everything in between. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. Looking for a unique way to expand your business? Advertise on the Lawrence County SportsNet and be seen by thousands of viewers in the area and around the country on over 100 broadcasts each year. Visit lcsportsnet.com and click Advertise with LCSN.
Tri-County Principals post-game show here from Wilmington High School. We'll get right into it with our GEM scoring recap. GEM Master Builders and Craftsmen, family-owned and operated general contractors for 4 generations. Gianna Toscano got the first of her 2 goals just 7 minutes into the game. Wilmington took a 1-0 lead. Maddie Brosig able to get the equalizer just a minute later from 25 yards out, even the score at 1-1. Another Toscano goal, a beautiful cross for the goal. Toscano putting the header in from Lawrence on the free kick, making a 2-1 Wilmington lead just before the half. Kind of a backbreaker, though. With 3 seconds remainder, Grace Canuso gets the goal, able to sneak it by the goaltender Catherine score to even it up at the half. And then 2 more goals, a 43rd minute goal from Sophie Fritz, and then Canuso gets her second on the counterattack midway through that second half, making it a 4-2 Fairview victory here today. Tim Continence, again, a lot of good things to look at from this Wilmington team. Just in the end, just not quite enough quality in the final third of getting shots on goal. A lot of opportunities, just couldn't get really shots on the net.
Yeah, you got to give a lot of credit to Fairfield Tigers and their defense here in the second half. But I thought that was it. They just couldn't clear it into the bottom third of the thing and give them the opportunity of getting shots. They only had a few here in the second half, and they weren't clear shots. They were not. They were difficult angles, but they got a few of them off. They just couldn't quite get there. But there's a lot to build on here for the Hounds.
Let's get right into it with our Melee Chiropractic play of the game. A beautiful header, her second goal of the game for Giada Toscano. Talk about using the head for the freshman getting the second goal.
Nice set position. The ball came right in, and she just kind of tweaked it to the right side and used her head beautifully and put it right in the goal. Really had the goalkeeper had no shot at making the play on that one. A beautiful play, maybe one of the top plays of the month that we're going to be talking about.
Yeah, for sure. So Giada Toscano on the cross from Gabriela Lorenz is your Melee Chiropractic play of the game. Giada just got her Melee Chiropractic play of the game t-shirt, courtesy of the Red Zone, for being tonight's play of the game. You can get the full list of plays of the game, and you'll get video on social media tonight as well. Congratulations to Wilmington's Giada Toscano for today's Melee Chiropractic play of the game. Let Melee Chiropractic keep you in the game. As for your MVP Insurance MVP of the game, Tim, the saves early on kept Wilmington in this game. I know Catherine Score let a couple in that down the road she will be more frustrated that she didn't keep out. But talk about the play of a goalkeeper just in her 3rd week being between the pipes.
Yeah, that's the most impressive thing. Her instincts are really good, and she was able to, travel up in the penalty box and be able to get to the ball. She challenged everybody that came in, and that aggressiveness really prevented maybe 3 or 4 other goal opportunities for Fairview not to happen, and really had an excellent opportunity here for the sophomore. So she did a great job, and for someone who just started playing this position, really impressive game.
So she is your MVP Insurance MVP of the game. She will also get a customized t-shirt courtesy of the Red Zone for being tonight's MVP Insurance MVP of the game. Call MVP for the win. Remember, you can view the full list by going to lcsportsnet.com/awards. 4-2 your final score here tonight. Tim will be joining Jay Moan here for game number 2, again starting in approximately 35 minutes. So flip on over. That game will be a little bit behind schedule for opening kickoff, but should be a fun one between District 7 and District 10, the Lancers and the Greyhounds. Special thanks to Leah Verdi, Matt Flannery, Rob Nattell, and Josh Toman for all they have done here today. For my broadcast colleague Tim Continenza, I'm James Dotson saying so long, and stay tuned. 30 minutes from now, kickoff for game number 2, and 2 football games tomorrow night. Laurel traveling to Mohawk, and Union hosting the Shannock. But for one last time, 4-2 Fairview over Wilmington, and you watch right here on the Lawrence County SportsNet, powered by LCAP.
Your voice for Lawrence County